Joined now by CBU head coach Mike Nienaber. And Coach, tale of two halves here, it seems like, in the game tonight.
Well, it was, the thing is, it was the early first half where we got down 10, maybe more than 10. I don't know if it ever got over 10, but it felt like it did.
They're up by 13 with 11:15 left.
Yeah. I felt like early defense, the whole flow of the game was going the way we didn't need it to go. I mean, it's.
Oh, that's ours. Okay.
The game winding up at 77 means that the last 30 minutes we played at our pace. I mean, we really like them to be in the 60s,
right,
but we let them come out so fast and let them get so many easy baskets in transition. They had the game going their way, and a lot of it I felt like we were sloppy. We turned the ball over too much in the first half, and we had real turnovers and we had shot turnovers. We took some bad shots. Trying to go too fast at times, which again, that's not us.
Right.
And I thought we got ourselves in trouble, but we settled down. We played pretty good defense the rest of the night, and that was the key.
Well, I'll tell you what, another freshman stepping up tonight.
Unbelievable.
Joe Larrabee really sparked the Bucks.
Yeah, and we obviously needed that. Not having Brad in there for the next couple of games.
Is he hurt?
No, it's a disciplinary thing, team rules violation, and
gotcha.
It's one of those things. A freshman doing something stupid. Hopefully
he'll learn from it.
He's going to learn from it, and I love Brad. He's a good kid. He just made a mistake, and it's all going to work out, and he's going to learn from it, and hopefully everybody else is going to learn from it. That's the key thing.
Right.
Not just learning from your mistakes, but it's even better to learn from other people, so you don't have to pay the price.
So you aren't the one. That's right.
Yeah, but he's going to be fine. But I'll tell you what, it hurt us because Brad is the one thing Brad does night in, night out. I mean, he had that game at Union that was crazy, like Joe had tonight.
Right.
But the thing, Brad always plays as good a perimeter defense as we have, and I felt like that was part. We were missing him in that first 10 minutes when they were getting into the lane and doing some things. He brings that on the defensive end for us, and fortunately we stepped up. I thought Jeff and Joe defensively did a solid job for us on their guards today. This is a really good team. It's a really good team. They're going to win a lot of games. They're going to compete. I mean, they're capable, and on any given night, beating anybody in the Gulf South. And unfortunately, there's a lot of teams like that in the Gulf South. I mean, there's just not many games where I don't know, there may not be any where you can just say, okay, if we just show up and play reasonably well tonight, we're going to win. I mean, it's going to be a battle. And for us, so many times it comes down. I mean, we are a very good shooting team when we take good shots. And early in the game, I thought like I said, I thought we took some bad shots, some quick shots. And when we settled down and got good looks, because, again, Joe being a freshman, it's kind of like Brad in the game at Union. They're not taking bad shots. If they take a bad shot, they got veterans who are going to be, going to shoot them.
Yeah.
But I think that's the key. Joe is taking really good, when he gets good, clean looks or a shot clock situation, he's comfortable taking those shots, and he is a very good shooter. I mean, there's no doubt he can, and so much confidence. I mean, he did that and made some big threes tonight, but he made some big ones in the game we won at Tribeca. And, some really critical shots at critical times, and stepped up and made some big free throws for us. So, I can't, you just can't say enough. And again, if we lost the game 13 for 24, our free throw shooting is just.
It's so all right. I mean, it's like they need to back
up. It's up and down. And there I'm saying Joe made free throw. Joe was 5 for 9. So it's not like, he missed. What I was thinking, when he got the 3-point foul, he made the first 2, and then I had a sub waiting, hoping to get him in, and he missed the third one.
Yeah.
And he missed a couple early.
Right.
You look at it, I mean, guys that are good shooters, you look at guys are shooting better from 3 than they are from the foul line. I mean, maybe we need to back up.
That's what I say, back up to the top of that circle, just inside the line.
It's crazy because, again, you look at it, and then our one guy that's making them is Jordan. He did a reasonably good job. He missed one there at the end, but, he's 5 for 7. He's shooting the technicals, I mean, it's like, it's just not, again, you got guys making threes going, Joe goes 6 for 10 from 3 and 5 for 9 from the foul foul line. I mean, go figure. But
Jordan, you mentioned Jordan Miller. He really had some big moments tonight out there too.
He really did.
Big rebounds in the second half.
He did get a lot of minutes, and I feel bad every time I'm not playing him more. But the pace of the game early when it was going so fast, and I didn't want to take Adam out, and I finally put him in with Adam.
Yeah.
And I think that turned out to be a pretty good move for the minutes he played. I thought he did a really good job for us. At the end, we were kind of yo-yoing him a little bit. I wanted him in there on offense. He has really taken the ball strong to the basket, and you got to love that. And like you said, he made some really big plays. I mean, he had 11 points in 11 minutes. So it's
absolutely.
like, hey, coach, 5 rebounds in 11 minutes. I mean, who's coaching this team? Why isn't that guy playing more?
Three assists.
Really? I mean,
what is your problem?
I'm going to tell you, it's just he really came in there hungry, and we've kind of been tied up. I've spent a good part of the last year and a half now trying to figure a way to get him and Adam in there more together, and it just never seems to gel. But I think maybe it's starting a little bit. We got some good minutes.
There were some stretches.
Most of Jordan's minutes tonight, Adam was in there with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did Adam come out of? I think he played a little bit for him in the first half, but
right before one of the medias.
The 2 minutes. That Jordan was in there as the only 5-man. So 9 of his 11 minutes were with Adam. So maybe that's something that on given nights we probably should do a little more.
Yeah.
Because the way Jordan played, I mean, God, you got
that was such a big sequence of 2 straight offensive rebounds, and then another, and end up. I can't remember if that's when Joe got the 3 free throws or not. But just to get the offensive rebound and another offensive rebound as they were starting to make a little move.
I felt like one of the really critical parts of the game. Of course, they went zone, and we got a little stationary like teams do sometimes. That's where I like to play it. Teams don't move, and they got us. We were in sync man to man, and we're going pretty good in the second half. And they went zone, which I thought was a good move on Mike's part. But I think the one thing that got them, because they're not a team that plays a lot of zone, we really got some big offensive rebounds when they were zoning us. We got in there because you just don't get the normal blockouts that you get from man to man, and they're always a great rebounding team. But I think we got some big offensive rebounds when the game was close, and it got us extra possessions, and we got a couple of big shots, scored on the second chance a couple of times. So,
and you mentioned Jordan playing with Adam. Adam, when you said before they went to that zone, he was easily right at a triple-double. He ended up 1 assist off, and that was with about 7 or 8 minutes left. Because I leaned over to Eric, and I'm like, he's going to get a triple-double. Had the tweet ready to go. Casey did ready to go. Then boom, and he never got it. But like I say, that zone, he was stepping up, but then kicking out. And I thought Joe was going to hit one.
You'd have thought he'd have gotten one on the kickouts or the feed to Jordan or something.
And it just didn't quite. As I was sitting there waiting on it. But he, especially the second half, he only had 2 at halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, to me, it's really seeing Adam pull 13 rebounds is the thing that has been missing from his game.
Right.
If he starts pulling close to double-digit rebounds night in, night out, and then you're starting to look more and more like Nick Coase, with a 3-point shot.
Exactly.
So Adam did. He played really well. I mean, the thing to win games like this, your veterans have got to step up, and Adam gave us obviously a quality game. Jeff had a great game. When it was going bad early, he kept us in the game.
He really did.
He made plays. He made some big shots early that kept the game close, or we might have been down 20 before we knew what hit us. So that was big. And then obviously Joe came in the second part of the first half and hit some big ones to keep us close.
Sure did. Coach, this was a big win tonight. Like I know you're saying, you want to get all these at home before you go on the road. Maybe get Mississippi College on New Year's Eve, and then back
we're going to get West Florida first.
I was just looking at the long-term schedule.
Yeah,
but
it's
West Florida coming in Saturday,
and they're having
was it overtime or double overtime?
They played a double overtime with this team, so they've got personnel. I mean, they look like a Gulf South basketball team. They look like most of the teams we play in this league, and Union. To me, it'll probably be a really close game at Union tonight, because those are two maybe I'd probably favor Union a little bit. I haven't seen, obviously hadn't seen scores yet, but just because they're at home.
Right.
But Valdosta going in there and getting that double overtime win at West Florida. West Florida's going to win a lot of games at home this year. Watching them on tape, getting ready for this game, and I looked at them. I thought, this is a team that's going to be hard to beat in Pensacola. They're going to be hard enough to beat here.
Right.
So, but again, that's why you got to get them here. You got to get them here when they're on that long trip and going through what they're going through. So hopefully we can, we talked a lot about this with the schedule, the way we had. We had an ugly game at Harding. We had a rough first game out up at Central State. So the three I was looking at the three teams that we've lost to are all leading their leagues right now. I mean, I looked at that. I was checking on them. Central State is in first in their division in the SIAC, and Harding is up on the top of their league, and of course Bellarmine is at the top. So, three good teams that we've lost to. But we talked about it after we got that win at Union, having 3 home games leading into Christmas. And I thought, hey, if we can hold the fort down, if we can hold serve here at home, we got a chance to be 4-0 at Christmas, and we'll be in first place because nobody else has played for it. Everybody else has only played. We're going to be at least a half a game up on a couple of teams.
That started.
We got to finish it.
When I saw the schedule, I'm like, man, Union. But then, man, that's going to give you either a midweek game off or not a 3 in a week or something later.
Everybody else, just us and Union, decided to do that because everybody else is going to have 3-game weeks sometime in January or February, and that's why we didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I think it probably helped us too that I think maybe Union had more newer, although we got a lot of freshmen playing. So
but you didn't know way back when the schedule was made.
And our 2 of our 3 freshmen are guys that have been here, so we've got some experience. I think maybe as a team we might be a little more together right now. I mean, obviously the way the scores went, we're a little more together than Union, so maybe playing them early worked to our advantage.
They seem to get better as the season goes on the last couple of years. So, well, Coach, I don't want to hold you up for a long time. I know there's people waiting to talk to you, but great win tonight at home. Let's get a little practice in, let them rest up, and then a big game again, 3 o'clock tip on Saturday. I hope everybody's able to come see it. If not, they can watch us.
We need to get them here because exams finishing up and people going home. We had a good student turnout tonight.
Yeah.
It always helps when you got that stuff flowing upstairs. But we did have a nice turnout with our students tonight, so hopefully we can get a few of them back here Saturday before we go home.
That's right. All right. Well, congratulations again, Coach. Good talking to you, and we'll see you Saturday.
Okay.